what I have seen, again, in my time, both as an employee and as a resident of the county, with Dave, is his participation on regional efforts that have ultimately led to significant successes. Projects like the convention center, his service on the airport commission, the fact that we have now regionally a water distribution system that is seamless, if you will, between many localities. All of this came about because of the fact that he was able to communicate, facilitate, speak with authority, but do so in a manner that was engaging, the art of compromise, if you will.
One planning commission case, we had 8 or 10 community meetings about the one project. And every time I would think I was at the end of having to have a community meeting, we could move on to deciding the case, Mr. Kaechele would say, no, somebody else has a concern, we have to have another meeting. And so it was very time consuming, but that was Mr. Kaechele's style and has been his style.
He's quiet, but he is sharp. You know, it's kind of like a fox. I mean, he's so clever and doesn't say anything until it needs to be said. And when he says it, you better listen because it's very, very thought out, very proactive, and very constructive.
His participation in local government has been very, very good, and the citizens are always the foremost in his mind.
I think about Innsbruck. I think about those type of initiatives which have really changed the tenor of Henrico County, which used to be rural, which is now urbanized.
He went from representing farmers and farmland to his district now is probably, one would argue, the biggest economic engine in the Richmond metropolitan area. And that has involved the influx of people moving in, the demographics have changed, the type of voters have changed. It's more a urban type area now. But one thing has stayed the same the entire time, and that's Mr. Kaechele.
So Dave and I have worked together, extensively on a lot of regional issues. And while he was on the executive board, he was the chairman in 2007 through 2009. And during that time, under his leadership, our organization was named the best in the Southeast by Southeast Tourism Society.
I was kind of duped into this meeting with the school board. The county manager asked me to go with him to the school board meeting because he was going to receive some sort of an honor that evening. And so I went along with him on that, and then when they announced this school decision, it was a total surprise. My family came out from the side wings, and I think I was the only one that didn't know about it. That we had been talking about the naming of the school before that time with a friend of mine, Judge Marshall, and he said, well, maybe they should name it after you. And I said that's crazy, man. But it turns out maybe he knew I didn't, but I didn't. But I am very pleased and proud of that naming. It's a great school and full of young elementary boys and girls that make it come alive.
We have a Kaechele motto, so every day we recite sort of our school expectations for our students, and we built that motto a lot around who he is. And at the end of the school year, our 5th graders, when they leave Kaechele, we recognize one girl, one boy, and we call it the Kaechele Award. And again, we say to the students, we will choose one boy and one girl who demonstrates and shows on a daily basis the character traits of Mr. Kaechele.
What I really like about him, I think, as a colleague, is that he's always been open and broad-minded. And I'm always appreciative of people who share those characteristics.
I've just enjoyed working with Dave. He's been a real pleasure. And I think he's done a great service to the citizens of Henrico County. In his decision making, his legacy would be that he's leaving Henrico, I think, much better than it was when we started.
Having the opportunity to open a school is just an amazing opportunity. I bear the responsibility of creating a school community that would honor him, and I have a lot of respect for him, and hope that I can do that well. So I would say thank you to him for allowing me to be a part of who he is as a leader.
He has been a statesman. We don't have many of those anymore, but he's been a statesman and a true citizen politician. He served well, and no one can say he did it for his own benefit.